Let's see it. We're gonna plug in the cable to my Screenmate Tesla screen right here. 4 fingers at the ready. Press and hold. We got the Screenmate. Look at that. We got this guy. We got this guy. 5 fingers, all right? We can see all the apps. We can do whatever, but boom, 5 fingers. Let's check out that screen mirroring. It's on. Let's go. This is super. This thing is seriously cool, so we're gonna waste no time and get straight to the installation. Technically, we're having this conversation before I installed it. I'm just assuming the end result will be seriously cool. We're gonna install the Screenmate. Go ahead and open your doors, open everything you need to because we need to power off the car. And we're not gonna do a full power off, it's just gonna be a power off from the main screen. So we'll do that. We'll move the seat back as much as possible so you have as much working space as possible because we're gonna be down here. What's really cool about this is that if you don't want to listen to me, as soon as you open the box, you have the Screenmate Dash app, which allows you to use your phone as an additional screen. And then you have the device install instructions here. So you can go ahead and scan it with your phone as a QR code and it'll take you to the PDF version and a video guide. Or I'll be your video guide. So we're gonna go in vehicle controls on the bottom. We'll go to safety, scroll all the way down, and then there should be a power off option. Boop, and then boop. Make no mistake, there's still power going into the car, so you can still get into it if you close the door, whatever. It'll just wake the car. The car is more of like in a sleep mode. But since we are messing with the display, the screen, we want to make sure that there's no like video going to the screen. And that's one thing that it kind of disables. With the power off, you're gonna want to remove this panel. Inside the panel are 4 of these plastic clips. The kit comes with this pry tool and it's a very sturdy pry tool. It'll allow you to get in there and remove the clips. On this panel that comes out, the clips are 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one is up here. So 4 clips, and then there's these little tabs like this one here, this one right here, and then you have this big one, and there's actually the mail tab is inside of there, and then this big one, the mail tab is inside of there. So when it's sitting up there like this, once you remove all the clips, you basically want to drop it down and then pull it straight out, and then that's how it'll come out. Be careful because you might have a footwell light here, and then you also have a cable going to the speaker here. You're just gonna want to pull these out, pull them apart gently, and then this panel will come out like this. The next panel or thing we're gonna want to remove is the weather stripping down here. This is really easy. All we need to do is pull up and it comes straight up and off. First, we're gonna want to remove this top plastic panel. You can just put your fingers in there. That's a lie. We're gonna use the awesome pry tool that it comes with. We're gonna put it in here and kind of just wiggle it into place and then push it up. You can see that it'll come straight off like that. Once it comes straight off, you're just gonna want to pull it up, and behind it, you have this clip, and then you have this tab that goes down like this, and this whole panel will come off. You can just put it up here and it'll sit and wait for you. From there is a little hole where a clip should be, but I totally lost that clip. So you should have a clip in here, and you can remove that with this end of the pry tool, and then pull it out, and that's gonna release this bottom panel here. With the bottom panel released, it has clips that snaps into place, so you're gonna want to kind of pull it out. There's this piece right here. You're gonna want to hold it down as you pull it up and away, and then it just comes straight out like that. Very easy. And the clips are here. There is a clip on the very edge right here, and then this kind of holds it into place on that little rail right here. And then you have these clips, which you'll have to align when you push it back in later, but that's the whole panel. In the kit, you'll find this cable, and this is going to give power to the Screenmate One. This cable, this plug right here, only goes in one place, and it's gonna be right here. You can plug it in, see if there's any light to it. I don't think there would be any light because it's hidden, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, let's see what comes next. In the kit, there are 2 connectors. So there's this video 1, which I've already taken out of the bag, and then there is the video 2. So pay attention to the video 1. That's the one we're going to grab first because we're about to go down under. You're gonna see a couple of different plugs. This plug on the far left right here, we're gonna want to unplug that. Now there's a clip right here that we can push in and then pull out. That's exactly what we're gonna wanna do. All right, there we go. disconnected. All right guys, now that this one is empty, we're going to take our video 1 cable and we're going to plug it in there. The black and the red wires are facing upwards and we're just going to want to push it in. So once it's in, go ahead and do a little pull test. Make sure she don't come out. She ain't coming out. Now it's time to get that video 2 cable. The end that's just dangling here, we're going to want to plug that into our video 2 cable. There's a male end, there's a female end. So we're gonna find the female end. For mine, it's this blue one. We're gonna match up the black and red wire on top, and then we're just gonna go ahead and plug it in. That one snapped into place. Pull test, it don't come out. Awesome. Now the Screenmate has a purple and a blue, so we're just gonna plug those in respectfully. So we're so respectful, guys. Be so respectful when you plug it in. So this one is gonna go into here. This one is gonna go into here. And they both click into place. Solid connection. Now you can route this however you want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the carpet behind here. I'm going to put the module inside of here. There's actually a slit in the Model Ys and X's and S's, whatever, it's bigger. This is for the Model 3, so the Model 3 slit still has plenty of space. We're going to put this in between the seats right here because we have that USB-C or HDMI in. Oh look, there is a little light right there. Check that out. So there is the USB-C that we can plug in or the HDMI in for video. And basically we're just going to put it underneath here and then have a cable running up to the driver's side, or I could plug my laptop in, or you could have it on the passenger side. Wherever you want to have it, you can have it. But yeah, we're going to remove the paneling here. We're going to put this in. I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Hey Grok, are you familiar with the Screenmate One? It's an aftermarket mod from TesLogic. It's pretty cool, huh?
It's a clever aftermarket add-on that brings Android apps, CarPlay, and HDMI gaming to your Tesla screen, and plenty of owners reckon it's brilliant.
It's pretty cool how you can display from a laptop straight to your screen, huh?
Yes, exactly. It supports HDMI input, so you can mirror or display from a laptop right onto the Tesla's main screen for gaming or presentations. Users love turning their car into a mobile entertainment setup with that feature.
So Grok loves it, I loves it. Now, there are 2 ways that I know of that we can input to the Tesla screen. It's with the mini HDMI and the USB-C if your device supports USB-C display alt. Now I need to just go find a USB-C cable because I want to be able to connect my phone sometimes and my laptop, and my laptop can use the USB-C to display. So after I removed this kick plate, if you look under here, you can see the module. I'll have this USB-C in the description below so you can check it out. You have all the ports here and it's just gonna sit right there. I think it has a 3M pad on the back so you can like stick it to something, but I'm totally fine just leaving it right there. I'm gonna put this panel back on and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like plugged into my laptop. So I put the side piece back on and I have the wire coming out of the top. That's like the best way to do it. There's a little bit of a gap in between the panel here. You can pull it out here or from the front. Anyways, mine comes out of here and we can plug it into my MacBook Pro. So there's a few ways you can use your laptop in the car. You can either put it up here, you can put your seat all the way back, but that means you can't have anyone back there and you have to always use your seat motors. Instead, what I like to do is I will slip this underneath the steering wheel so I still have my keyboard and everything, and stay following, because later we're going to do a modification where I just have the laptop docked and I have a small separate keyboard and mouse that'll Bluetooth to it. But anyways, check this out. The laptop is connected and all we need to do on the Tesla is use our 4 fingers and go into the Screenmate. That's it, guys. And then when we want to hit the screen mirror, 5 fingers takes us in there. And now my laptop screen is the Tesla screen and there's 0 latency. If I want to watch a video, no problem. We'll go to the video, we'll play it, it plays in real time. This is great for when I can do my editing on here, watching movies, checking emails, all that sort of stuff. Now, obviously the Screenmate can do a whole lot more than that if we go to it. You have your vehicle controls, the basic ones right here, more vehicle controls, you swipe here. Dude, you got Apple Music. You can even have Tesla inside of here. What does that mean? You can have the Tesla just like running as if it was normally running inside the Screenmate. And then you can bring up the menu, you can control a lot of different things. You can bring up vehicle controls, settings, like you have access to everything. You can do video inputs. There's so much you can do. And then you can select all these different apps, but not only that, bro. You can select this, you can have it auto start, you can split screen. So if you still wanted to be the Tesla, you can split screen it and bring this down and have the Tesla over here. I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, but Tesla over here. And then you can have have your YouTube right here or any other app. Tesla right there. You can bring in files, gallery. Like, you can do so much in here. There's a little Play Store. So the world is your oyster with this thing. That's pretty much the install and just a basic going about it. I'm super excited to use the laptop like screen mirroring feature. That is what I'm most excited about because I work in software, and to be able to work here while this is going there is cool. So if you want to see more of what Screenmate has to offer, I'll make future videos really diving into the software of this. If you want to see those, stay following. But that's the install. If you have any questions, let me know down below. And if you want to pick up one for yourself, you should at least check it out. It will be in the description below, the like button.